Well, that was short-lived. On, choke, choke on, choke on. Come on. Okay, okay. Choke off. Come on. Woohoo! It's alive! Hey, we got lights. Okay. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I want to welcome everyone out to my shed. This is where all the crap gets stored, and if you're wondering about the lighting, which kind of sucks, so you can see, I don't know, maybe you can see, I don't know, it's kind of flickering. It's also not extremely bright. Reason for that is it's a shed, not an actual building, so in order to get any lighting out here at all, I had to get these dome, well, you can't see it over there. I had to get these dome lights out of an old decommissioned school bus. So I took these dome lights and I put LED bulbs in them, except for that one and that one. Those have the regular filament bulbs in them still. I just haven't got around to getting LED bulbs in there. So anyways, so that's why the lighting sucks in here, but it's better than no lighting. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about my latest project. Oh, the noise you're hearing in the background is actually my generator, which is outside running these lights. So that's also why the lighting is kind of crappy, because it's a crappy little generator and the lights flicker because of the generator. So anyways, I want to talk about this, my latest project. This is or was a 1978, I think, from what I can tell from the number that I found on the headstock. It's a 1978 Yamaha YZ125E, whatever the E is supposed to stand for. I don't think it stands for anything special, but that's what it is. Anyway, that's what it used to be. It is now a sad little frame, pretty much. That's pretty much all it is. It's a frame. I had a buddy at work. He had this old bike, and he was just going to get rid of it because it was taking up space, so he was just going to throw it away. And I saw this thing, and I was like, hey, a bike! So I kindly took it off his hands for him so that he didn't have to haul it all the way down to the dump to get rid of it. And now I'm sort of second-guessing my thoughts on this, because it's literally just a frame. It needs everything. Like, the wheels are good. The wheels are great, but the tires that wrap around the wheels, those suck. They need replaced. So we need new tires. We need a new engine. He pulled the engine out of it, and he was gonna rebuild the engine, or I think probably just do a new top end. But he was gonna tear it down, rebuild it, and he had it down in the. He said it was in the crawl space under his house, and his crawl space flooded, and he didn't know about it because they were gone on like vacation or something. So he didn't know about the flooding, and by the time he got home, he saw this place was flooded. They got it all drained out and taken care of, and he looked at the engine, went, well, that's garbage now, got rid of the engine. So there's no engine on it, but he tells me that the engine that was in it, so originally this is a YZ125, and they took that YZ125 engine, and they took the top end off of it, so cylinder, piston, head, all that stuff, the whole top end, took it out, and they found a top end for a 175, so 50 cc's bigger. Found the top end for a 175, which, by the way, surprise, surprise, has the same stroke length as the 125. It's a 50 millimeter stroke. But the bore was bigger, and that's what made it a 175. So they took the 175 top end, put it on the 125 bottom end, and they had basically a YZ125 that was now a 175. And he tells me that it was a mountain climbing son of a gun back in the day. But now it is nothing. It is absolutely nothing. Like, it needs It needs everything. It needs an engine. It needs a seat. The seat's gone. The plastics, I don't know. I don't really care about the plastics. I don't care what they look like. The plastics. So, but the tank being plastic, I mean, I worry about whether or not that might leak, but it seems to be decent. Actually, it had some crap in it. That's why I got the drain pan down there. You can see some crap that was in the tank, drained out of it. But so I need an engine. I need a seat, tank maybe eventually someday. The cables are all shot. Like I can't. This cable it doesn't. I can't move this cable at all. This is the clutch cable, and there's no clutch hook to it. I should be able to pull on this, and it should move. It's not moving at all. So I need a new clutch cable, throttle cable, brake cable. What else do I need? Oh, rear sprocket. Rear sprocket is not too bad, but you can see the teeth on this. Well, maybe you can see. I don't know. Let's see. Make my flashlight. What did I do with my flashlight? I had a flashlight. Shine a little more light on this thing. Maybe you can see it. Boom. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. You can see it. So, on the sprocket, some of these teeth, like this one, is kind of broken off, and the teeth they're worn out. They're kind of doing the shark tooth thing. So I need a new rear sprocket. I need a chain. What else do I need? Wiring. I need pretty much all the wiring. Battery. Does this thing even take a battery? Where would you put one? Maybe it doesn't take a battery. I don't know. I mean, maybe it should. No, it doesn't need a battery, maybe. Oh, maybe it goes up here under the seat. I bet that's it. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about this bike. Literally, I picked it up, brought it home, sat down, started doing some figuring, and was like, well, shoot, is it even worth it? Because, I mean, by the time I get into everything, the tires, the engine, the chain, the sprocket, the seat, the battery, the wiring, the everything, honestly, I'll probably be into this thing like $1,200, and that's assuming that the engine I get, because I'll probably look for a used one, so that's assuming that the engine I get comes with a carburetor and it doesn't need to be rebuilt, like it's still good or something, like maybe if somebody crashed their bike and the engine's still good, so I can use that. I don't know. But I'm beginning to wonder if it's even worth it, because assuming I don't have to rebuild an engine, and assuming I don't need a carburetor, I'm already into this thing like $1,200 with all the parts and stuff that it needs. So, do I spend $1,200 on this thing and get it going? Or do I save up that $1,200, send this thing in for scrap, and put that money towards a bike that's already going? Because I can look on Craigslist right now. Matter of fact, I looked on Craigslist right before this video, and I found a Honda 350 for like $1,400. So $200 over what I'm already spending on this, and I can have a bike that they say already runs. According to the pictures, the tires look good on it, and I mean it's a solid bike. So do I spend $1,200 on this and hope it works out, or do I spend $1,400 on something else and hope that that works out? Because like this bike here, this is my Q-Link XF200. This is a 2009 and brand new. This thing costs double what I'm planning on spending on this other bike, and I mean, yeah, it's a 4-stroke 200, so not a real powerhouse, but I mean, in the summertime, this thing gets me back and forth to work all the time, so you know, good bike there. But this thing, like, it's not even set up for a headlight. Like, there's supposed to be like the plate that goes here, you know, the number plate. So no headlight, no tail light, no turn signal. So this isn't even a road legal bike. Granted, I could probably put all that stuff on there, but there's not many people that run a 2-stroke on the roads. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But for right now, this thing's gonna sit here. He did mention to me that he had some other parts that were supposed to go with this thing. Not a lot of parts. Like, he had the CDI ignition. I think he said he had like a couple other little bits and pieces. Nothing major. So, oh, and I don't even have the title for this bike either. So technically, it's not even mine yet. I can't even call it mine. But yeah, at this point, At this point, for right now, it's just going to sit here, but eventually it'd be really cool to get it going. You know, this could be maybe one of those projects that just gradually over time I do things. I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think I should do. And if I like your idea, maybe I'll go with it. Or maybe I'll just say to heck with it and I'll do my own thing. That's probably more likely. I don't know. Anyways, leave a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe. All the good stuff. And until next time, we'll see you later.